Now, let me tell you, at the age of 30 with ADHD and trying to keep your home organized and decluttered, it's hard, it's stressful. I'm gonna give you some life-changing hacks that will help you do that. The first one is the 10-10-10 method. 10 minutes, you're taking 10 minutes and decluttering your home as much as you can. Then you take 10 minutes and sort things in your home. It can be organizing things. It can be sorting the things you just put to declutter. Whatever you want to do, however you want to sort, you do that. Then you're going to take 10 small organizational tasks that you can do and complete those as well. 10-10-10. These small organizational tasks that you can complete is just going to be something as easy as emptying the dishwasher or putting dishes in the dishwasher. Whatever you can do that's small, easy, and fast. The next thing that's going to help you is going to be the 3-minute rule. If you can do something in 3 minutes, if you come across something you can do and you're like, this is not going to take me a lot of time to do, go ahead and do it and get out of the way. You do not want to think, I'm going to come back and do it later, because you may not come back and do it later. I've done that. So just from experience, I'm going to tell you, go ahead, do it right now, get it done, and then you don't have to worry about it later. And that's a really good thing. And here's another hack that's super helpful. You want to have a drop zone, or what they call a landing pad, in your home. It's just going to be some place you put your keys, your phone, or your wallet, and you need something to designate that place. So what I use that's really simple is just to use a mat like this. I used to play card games. This is the mat I played them on. So now I've just used it for my landing pad in my home. And all you're gonna do is place this somewhere, and then you put your keys, your phone, your wallet, whatever else you need for the next day or even that day right there. That way you always know where they are. And this is great. You could even use a basket for this if that's better for you. It's just whatever you can put there that's going to help you designate that spot is going to be a good thing. And here's one of the biggest hacks. Start with one area and do one area at a time. You don't want to try to do your whole home at a time. You don't want to go from one area to the next area and then start 2 areas. You want to just do one area at the time. And the best place to start is your closet, because when you're over 30, your closet has a lot of stuff in it. And when you get accumulating more stuff as you live different places and move and get a home, a lot of that stuff goes into your closet and it gets lost in what I call the closet zone, because it's not anywhere to be seen. You're looking for it and I just kind of give up after a while and say, I don't know where that thing is. I'm just gonna leave it there. I might just go and buy a new one, and if I find it later, that's great, because it just becomes a place where I just put everything, you know, and so that's not a good thing. So if you clean out your closet, that is the biggest battle you probably have when you're decluttering your home. And then you go to other areas that need decluttering and organization as well. And when you get over 30, you have all this stuff in your home. Just realize this, 80% of the time, you are only using 20% of the stuff in your home. That means you have a lot of stuff that you don't use at all. I know I have a lot of stuff like that. And the thing about it is, you don't want to keep this stuff that you're not using, because it does become clutter. So you want to figure out the things you really like, and those are the things you want to keep. Now, everybody, including me, has favorite things that you like to use. I have a favorite cup, a favorite dish, a favorite whatever, right? And you probably have those same favorite things as well, just in whatever things that you have in your home. And have you ever just chosen that favorite thing over anything else that might be the same type of thing? You're like, I want this one because this is my favorite cup or whatever, and you don't use the other ones as much. So if they're like things that just sit there and they become clutter, then you want to make sure that if you're not using it, if you're not even thinking about using it, you may just want to go ahead and get rid of it, because when you get to 30, you want to have less stuff in your home and more space so it doesn't feel as crowded in your home. And that's a good thing. If you do this simple little rule, is going to help you do that. And here's something really important to do when you're over 30 and just trying to keep your home clutter free. 1 in, 1 out rule. That means you have one item that's coming into your home, whether somebody gave it to you. You just get stuff all the time when you're older, right? Just people giving you stuff. And the other thing is, you might be buying something that you really are excited about, that you saw and you had to have. You get it. Now, what are you actually going to get rid of in your home to bring that thing into your home? Because every time you bring something into your home, something has to go out. And this is a great way to actually make sure you're not adding items, right? You keep the items at the same level. So when you declutter and you use this, you're going to keep the items at the same level as when you decluttered. And that can be a good thing because you don't want to add any clutter to your home. And this happens at 30. Even your typical people deal with this. You start forgetting things a little bit more once you hit 30 and over. And that's a normal thing. But with ADHD, it might even be greater because of the fact of what you deal with ADHD. Now, what you need to actually remedy that situation, labels. You just need labels around your home somewhere. And the reason is because with these, you don't have to think about anything. You don't have to worry about your working memory working. You just you look at the label, and then you know where things are. And that's an easy solution to make sure that your home is ADHD friendly. And then when you have to put stuff back, easy to find where that stuff is because it has a label on it. And then when you're thinking about where to put something, put a label there so that you remember where you want to put that thing in the first place. Labels, really good. And when you're over 30 with ADHD, the thing that is just bothersome is going to be all the papers that you accumulate from bills and whatever else, and they end up just all over the place. So the suggestion is go paperless. Generally, any bills that you have are stored online in whatever store or vendor, whatever that you're actually dealing with. So you can probably go on their website and pull the bill that you need instead of having it in your home. And that is going to make sure that you don't have papers just spread out all over your home, all over your desk, may end up on the floor, the bed, and then it's just clutter everywhere. And I've been through that. So when I went paperless, it was just so good to not have all that stuff lying around my home. Also, go bookless. You know, if you just don't care about having the book, you just want to read the story, read the book, read whatever study books or whatever you have for college. If that's all you care about, just get an ebook. Ebooks are great because of the fact that you can just add them onto your account on your Kindle, on your iPad, or whatever you're carrying around with you, and read it right there. If you don't want to actually go through and read the book, get an audiobook. That's even better because now you just have someone reading to you, and that even might be a better option for you. But you may not need to have a lot of books in your home because they do take up space. If you're trying to reduce the amount of things in your home to give yourself more space, this is one area that you can start at. And if you're getting value out of this content here, go ahead and click the subscribe button for me and share the video with somebody else. Now, something else. When you go out to get your mail and bring it back inside, what do you do with it? You put it on the table, you put it on the floor. Where does it go? And what do you do with all the junk mail that you get? My suggestion, put a trash can by the door, and when you come into your home, sort that stuff to where all the junk mail, all the papers that you get that you are not going to use or read or whatever, throw it all in that trash can right there. Keep the stuff that you need. You may even have less stuff that's paper because you've gone paperless if you've done that, and then you have just a little bit of mail you have to bring into your home that you may need, or maybe you have none at the point if you're paperless as well. But you want to make sure you get rid of all that junk mail, all those papers you do not need. Don't let them come into your home and end up in the places like the floor, the whatever, right? Don't want to do that. And let me ask you this, what is on your counter right now? Because I know I used to have a lot of stuff on my kitchen counter, bathroom counter, counters in my bedroom or dresser in my bedroom. Lots of stuff there. Keep all your flat surfaces clear of stuff as much as you can. Just have the essential stuff there because it's going to make you much easier to find whatever you're looking for. You have a bathroom counter, don't have all your stuff around the sink or whatever because you need it, you know you're going to use it in the morning. Take that stuff and put it into a basket or a container. Don't leave it all around the counter because it is going to just clutter up the counter. And it's going to be harder to find whatever you need anyway, so go ahead and put it into a basket or container or something. Also, in your kitchen, you don't want to have all this stuff spread out all over your kitchen counters too. Gonna make it hard to find anything you're looking for. Matter of fact, if you can get like the hooks that you add on the kitchen wall and everything like that and hang stuff up, that's gonna be a solution for you as well too. Then to make sure that you keep things off the counter. And keeping your flat surfaces clear boils down to one thing: being able to see everything all the time, which is super important when you have ADHD. Super important to me. I hope it's super important to you, because when you can see things all the time, you can find things all the time. And that is a huge help, trust me. And now remember what I said, keep things easy to see, keep them visual. This is another way to do that. You wanna have containers that are clear so that you can see inside everything in here. For example, this one right here is nothing but cords. I know that when I look in this container, all my cords for whatever are in here, I can go through and find the cord that I need, because I know it's not anywhere else. And I know the types of cords that are in here as well. Now, the cool thing about this is easy to find whatever I'm looking for in a container that's clear. And you want to have those similar containers as well, because when you're looking for something, you don't want to have to try to remember where that thing is. If you can, you want to be able to find it quick and easy. Even if you have a label on a container like this, you just want to be able to have a reinforcement. The label is like the reinforcement to you, as looking at it and saying, okay, that's on the label. But if you can't see the label or miss the label, having a clear container is just as well, because then you can just see what's inside without even looking at the label. So you have two things that are going to help you remember where things are and find things. That's really good. And now this is a good one. Even neurotypical people, when they get over 30, when you are getting over 30, we get to that point to where, like, you know, style's cool and all, but I really want function in my life. I want to make sure that whatever I have in my home is going to help me get throughout the day and make my day easier. And so when you're actually thinking about what you want to do in your home to declutter your home and organize it, get things that are functional first over things that are stylish. I'm not saying you can't have any style in your home, because you might be a stylish person, but I'm saying get the functional stuff first and make sure your home functions for you and helps you out to make sure that you can get through your day and accomplish everything you need to accomplish that you are having on your mind to get through. And then after that, style it up as much as you want. You just want to make sure that your home is ADHD friendly, because it's gonna make life a lot easier the older you get as well. And all my over 30 people with ADHD out there, remember where I said you need to start when you start decluttering in the first place? The closet. You want to make sure you start there first, because that is going to have the most stuff in it generally. And I have a video that shows you different hacks that you can do or you can use to make sure your closet is organized. Gonna put up on the screen. Just click that video, watch that video, and that will help you organize your closet.